Hello everyone and welcome to the map Cosmic Sapphire. Joining me in the upper left, the blue Zerg spawning in, it is Reynor. And the Terran opponent in the bottom right landing with the red SCVs, it is Bunny. The classic TVZ, ZVT, depending on which one is your preferred faction, I suppose. Either way, Reynor doing a little bit of checking. Just a slight peek with that drone before it places the hatchery. Oh, and Bunny with the CC first. I like it. So apparently, in this series, Bunny was a little, let's go with malicious, a little rude, perhaps, with some proxy shenanigans. I don't see Reynor actually checking with that drone unless something happened. Not this game, though, Bunny, switching it up with a little bit of eco cheese, a little economical play with the CC first. He's getting the double gas, too. What are you up to, Mr. Bunny? Reynor, the defense, of course, as all Zerg, and even probably more so all Terran and Protoss players know. Queens. Doesn't matter what Bunny's doing. Reynor just has to build queens. Ovi, not even going to check. Reynor skipping out on the scouting. Interesting choices abound. He fully saturated those gases, so he's wanting to go up in the tech tree pretty quickly. We'll have to see. It usually indicates some kind of aggression. And if he wants to go up, is it something crazy like a Thor drop? Is it cloaked banshees? All these things on the table. Link speed gets started for our Zerg players, who takes the third base still without scouting. The confidence. Sending a few links across to gather information about this lovely flora. Guys, that's a nice blue. That's a dark blue. Might I even say an indigo. First scout for the Zerg taking place now. Sees the command center, sees the reactor factory, and along with pretty much everything else. So starport, a third CC, that was perfect. That was pretty much everything you could hope for. Did he see the second gas? No, but he saw the SCVs that were mining it, so I'm gonna go out on a limb and say good enough. Scout was good enough. First Hellions gonna make their way here. Tech lab for the starport. Cloaked banshees. It is. It's gonna be cloaked banshees. Not a usual pick. Usually, of course, if you'd get a banshee at this point, it's more defensive oriented against something like a roach all in. Cloak, yeah, you could get it for some uses aggressively, but for the most part, the banshee just gets shut down by queens and spores, so I don't know. If you're watching this and you're like, oh man, I want to try cloaked banshees, maybe start defensively. Maybe start with a defensive banshee and then work your way up from there. Transition is going to be into bio, Reynor getting his Bane nest, and the Hellions terrorizing the poor Zerglings out on the map. Queens, oh, they get a creep tumor. Lovely pick, a huge value. How do we even stop the Terran at this point? They got a creep tumor. They got two MERS. Haha. You're welcome. Have to see. Banshees, did one already complete? It did. It's defensive. He's just sitting here. He's not wanting to show the aggressive side of those Banshees just yet. Cloak is going to complete, fully committed, and that factory is waiting for his turn. So get out of the way. I want to make siege tanks, I'm guessing. Siege tank, there we go. Perfect. The good old bunny tanks. Please put them in a medevac for us. Banshees, cloak off of creep. Will Reynor actually see it? The shimmer. Doesn't see it just yet. There it is. Banshees reveal themselves. One queen immediately picked off Overseer, morphing in as quickly as it can. Second queen going to die. Tumor. Just one tumor. Hellions in threat. Threatened by the Zerglings. Should be good now that they're off creep though. So he killed what, 2 queens? It's annoying, sure. And now Reynor has to say, oh man, you have cloak. I have to actually prepare for cloaked banshees, even though one of them is deciding to cloak when it probably doesn't need to. Stim finish up. Stim did finish up. Combat shield started. +1. Overlord. Going to scout those 2 banshees. 5 queens respond. Plenty. My money's on the queens. Usually in any fight, you'd want to bet your money on the queens. Especially in that fight. Hey, he did it. He picked up the tanks. Good job, Bunny. Moving out now to join forces. I suspect the Banshees might help out with the push. One of them's really low, though. Siege tank's gonna set up just off of creep. Marines pushing forward. Reynor, what does he have to respond? He's got a fair amount of Zerglings. He's got some Banes. Doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Those siege tanks target fire those Banes down. Good shot. Good shot from our Terran here. Hellbats transform. This is how I like to see Hellbats used. It's not as part of an early push or an aggressive linchpin. It's more like a defensive tool. Like, hey, there's a lot of Zerglings and I have siege tanks. Hellbats, great. Perfect answer. Another beautiful shot from the tank targeting those Banes down. I don't think this is enough Marines that he's actually going to get much done, because you got to step forward onto the creep, and that leaves you open to a flank from the Ling Bane. So what's the answer? Widow Mines. Widow Mines, my gosh. These tanks still just set up right here. At least he's keeping an eye on the watchtower. Building up more behind this. Oh, setting up the chew toy depots. I like that too. Guys, some people, yes, you make your depots in a nice organized line, but sometimes you just need them out there for the Zerglings to get hungry enough to chew on. Because the Zerg player is going to attack, move into here. Those Lings are going to get tripped up on all those chew toy depots. One Banshee looks like it just got picked off. I don't think they should got any drones. I doubt it. Only one drone has been killed this game. Reynor rocking 95 drones here. He is at that economy that he loves. High drone economy. Ling Bane Hydra. Moving up towards Hive too. Zerg player's dream come true. No, not dream. It's Bunny. It's not dream. But you know what I mean. Upgrades even. Reynor's doing good on the upgrades too. Their 2-2's about the same progress. Bunny only very slightly ahead on that. And Hive is starting just over 915. Second group of Marine Mine over here. The flank. Or the run by. That's even more deadly. Marines and Mines going to respond though. This group getting cleaned up. Not before the Widow Mines take a nasty chunk out of the force though. SCV's in peril. Oh, Bane's blowing up on Marines. Actually doing pretty good. Splits were good. Bane splits were a bit even better, I think. Zergling's gonna pick off that Widow Mine before they head out. This group still trying to get some damage done. They're picking off a couple queens. Right side now pushing forward. Bunny turning up the heat. increasing the temperature on this oven. Even making liberators behind this to deal with the eventual lurkers. The lurkers just aren't here yet, though. He's getting overwhelmed. The tanks left to die. For shame. Oh, Baneling, run by here. Killing SCVs. I missed it. We'll go back and look at that at the end. That's always juicy, isn't it? This group going to be fully cleaned up. Lingbane Hydra pushing over here. Liberator. Freedom Zone set up. We will liberate you from your paltry existence. Zerg. Of course. You know that's what they said when they set it up. The airborne siege tanks, great at locking down choke points, great at targeting down those important big targets like lurkers, ultras, disruptors, that kind of thing. Not much else though. Widowmine still being annoying over here. 3 kills, 11 kills. That was a nice shot on a Zergling. Not for long though. The Overseer is here. It's going to get cleaned up. Bunny rotating over to the right side. Banes morphing in a very precarious position. That's a lot of Banelings though. My god, Reynor. 37 Banelings here. And adding more onto it. Bunny gonna opt to just go all the way around. Widowmine not going to connect just yet. Oh, good. Drags it onto the Terran forces. Some drones are dying off to the Liberators over here. Liberators, also good for harassment, it seems. Spore Crawler gonna move. Zerg forces were deflected on this side. Liberator's not gonna get much more done, only 5 kills. Reynor's like, oh no, I have to make 5 drones. Okay. Circling, Baneling gonna respond. The hatch is safe. Hatchery's totes fine. Marines pushing in. Baneling's trying to respond. Lurkers burrowing a little far off to the right side. They will be able to secure that choke, and the Banes going off creep. Not getting a whole lot done. A massive run by over here. Reynor all over the place now. 16 SCVs and the planetary lost. Things falling a little apart, it seems, for our Terran player here. He's not getting much done on the other side. The Lurker Bane shutting him down. He's going to get this hatch. That's a good win. Even get a few drones with it, too. Medivacs. Pick them up. Or just retreat. That's a lot of links. And Lurkers desperately trying to keep up. They don't have that many claws. Have you ever tried to walk with claws? That's an atrocious endeavor. Ghosts are here sniping the Lurkers down, opting for the ghost answer. I don't think this command center is going to get anywhere. It's being attacked. Bunny. Red health. Cancel it. Cancelled. Alright, good. Phew. So nice. Vipers here too, along with the Lurker upgrades in production. Reynor starting to squeeze now. He's still got his max supply. Bunny dropping to 133 total. Yeah, a lot of it's lost in the SCV front, but even that tells a story in itself. He's trying to take this base over on the right side. Reynor readying the Banes. 22 in production, 14 are here. Widowmine still being a nuisance. Serious nuisance, guys. Widowmines. Make them, apparently. Even when you don't think they should be made, they're quite good. The ghosts. You just let them walk right on top of you. Bane's rolling in over here. The planetary is going to complete. I don't think Reynor really cares about going for it, though. He is trying to gut the army and SCVs. There's your Baneling run by, guys. Reynor with the second opportunity, also going to take the game. Bunny just not able to get the damage done I think he needed. Reynor eventually getting all of those puzzle pieces together and completing his preferred composition. If you enjoyed, be sure to let me know down below, guys. Thank you so much for watching, as always. I hope you have a great day. Here we go. He had the Banes morphing in over here Does he take down the deep? No, it's not even a wall. Oh, the Banelings just get in. 13 SCVs for the price of just a few Banes. Efficiency.